hit the like button, whatever it is, because we got everything y'all need, man. Listen, and what you ain't looking for, you gonna be looking for it then.
Scribe or Deebo gonna whoop your ass.
And speaking of the Raiders, dude, they showed Tom Brady in the booth wearing headsets on Monday Night Football, like in the actual
Yeah, man.
yeah, the player the coaching booth. Like
What is that?
what so what do you think of that?
What do they call it? Conflicts of interest,
Mm-hmm.
Deebo. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm getting a little, and I'm thinking, I'm just hoping that Tom Brady doesn't want to get involved in any shenanigans. And I know that I hope that he's not, and I'm not saying that he is, but when you're meeting with
No,
coaches,
you're
and players
mhm.
pre-game to understand to get the ins and get the outs and get the just the stuff that they're
Mm-hmm.
going to tell you, you know what I'm saying, before the game, like right before the game, because this is more, you don't feel like you're speaking to the media. There's nothing really that can get out. They're going to be the ones watching the game, so you're kind of giving them what they're going to see happening during the game, like what you guys been going through the week. So you don't give them normal media information. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Right.
saying, if you're a owner of a team and you're calling a game and you're getting that information and you talk to your coaches and you're saying that, oh no, we talk all the time, Tom's going to be this. If I were owning a team and I have this information, I would be giving it to my coaches and other people
Right.
and trying to go. And that's cahoots. I'm not saying he's doing that, but opening up the avenue for it to be a way of people talking about it. You're sitting in the press box with the other coaches and you're
You're
playing against
yes.
another team. You could be talking
You're
about we're human. What you going to be like this? Nah, I'm not going to say nothing. You could be like this. Nah, I know that they running this, they're doing that. This information, you know what I'm saying? But not I'm just saying that I just don't, it looks a little fried. And for people to be able to even bring this up and say these things and like it just doesn't seem, it's not smooth to me. So I'm not saying Tom
yeah.
Brady's doing it bad, but I'm just saying that it's ways that it cannot look good for sure.
Yeah, but it's actual rules in place, dude, for this certain situation. In 22, I believe it was when he initially signed with Fox. That was, that was a monumentous contract, dude. It was a 10-year, 375.
Yeah.
Like that's like unheard of. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then 23, Al Davis announces that Tom Brady is going to be, a minority part of or part of the group.
Yeah.
Like, so from there on, like you got rules in place where you're not supposed to have like broadcasters that are owners of the team. To get through that process, like you had owners like I think it's the Chiefs owner, Clark Hunt.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, it was a lot of hurdles we had to go through to do it, but we made it possible. Why are y'all fighting so hard to bend a rule that y'all put in place for the integrity
Of the
of the
game.
game to make sure that you know it's not a possibility of something like this going on? And then you go and you see like sitting in the booth with the headphones on.
Mhm.
He done did he done did production meetings. He done sat there at the practice and watched these dudes practice. He done did all of that. And you're thinking that it's, I mean, I don't think he would, but on the outside looking in,
You
I'm the
people
other
to
team. Why would I even,
chance it, like, or being able
why
to have
would,
people
right? Why
say
would I
it.
even chance it?
Yes. Me and you are on the same accords with this one. Because I think when you said too, like they made some rules and stuff about it, it's like this, Tom Brady, if you're gonna be the owner of the team or minority owner of a team and really work with a team, then you can't be a commentator of the game.
Okay,
Like,
right. So now
or are you gonna
what
be,
happens?
go ahead.
What happens when the next person tries to do it? Is it just going to be approved now? You just set precedent that you can do it. We just got to make sure you go through these hurdles to make sure that you're not doing anything like that. Like, so the next time uh a broadcast somebody that's broadcasting and wants to be a minority owner, is that going to be okay? Or is this just something that you
Yeah.
decided to fight hard for time for?
I mean, I think it's the crazy
And
part.
yeah, like
It got to be. It's a little bit of both too, Debo. Because like,
but why? Why would you fight so hard? Like you just said, y'all made rules for this.
yeah,
The owner of the Chiefs, Clark Hunt, he said,
they like
"Hey,
they might
we had to go through hurdles to make this
they
happen.
probably like
Why are you fighting so
because they
hard
like
for it?"
Tom Brady. They want him to be a part of their little boys group of the owners and dudes, and like I think that might be a reason. Because if it was somebody else, it could easily be the other way. Like you said, why are they bending hurdles? I'm just putting out the question, maybe because they just want him to be in their group. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the next time that somebody does it, then and it doesn't get approved, how is that? If it doesn't get approved, how is that going to make this situation look?
It's going to make it look.
Like the optics are going to look crazy.
No, for sure. I'm with you on that too, Debo. I don't think it looks good for. I don't think he needs to be doing both. It's either that you're going to have to do one or the other because even if you're not doing the conflict of interest, if you're trying to keep your integrity right, you're going in there, you're meeting with these people, and you're not giving the information. Us being able to question if you're giving the information because you shouldn't be in the room with these people is just the whole problem. You know what
Yeah, and with you doing this and the next person comes and say you deny them, well you just set a precedence right here where you approved it. So now are they going to sue you? Is the NFL going to get sued because they didn't allow whoever it may be? Like I think they put themselves in a real compromising
I'm
situation that could really turn around and bite them. Plus you're questioning now. I'm questioning now, like, yo, you sitting in the booth like with the headphones on with the coach, like what's going on? Like, are you giving us some inside scoop where you got guys that sit down with the production team and say something they shouldn't say? Yeah, we got a trick play ready for them. You know
yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
for sure.
Or you getting injury reports and all that. So and so is dealing with this or dealing with that. Like you may have somebody. How many times you didn't say something that was going wrong because you didn't want to be on the injury report because you didn't want them coming after whatever it may be that was wrong.
Mhm,
You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like so you get things like that, and it may be something small. You tweaked your ankle on the Thursday before the Sunday game, and you just iced it, kept it moving, didn't say nothing. But you know, somebody going there and they just want to get, they're just giving information, just talking, and they blurt it out there. So maybe he has some information that they didn't even, know, but you're sitting in here, you're asking the question, and you get to ask the
Oh
questions,
yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like,
You get to ask exactly what you want to ask.
yeah, and dude,
Yeah, Debo. We on the same.
I don't know, man. It's weird. You sitting over there in Vegas, what is that, the gambling capital of the
Oh,
world?
for sure.
Like it's making people be real weary and skittish because you just did something that you set in place to not be able to do, and now you've done it
I would say though.
because you wanted to keep it from being any questions on the integrity of the game. You just put it in in question.
Yeah. Yeah, he did because now he's in that booth, you know what I'm saying, asking those questions before
Mhm.
he's doing those pre-interviews and then going into the booths with the Raiders coaches. So that just opens up a whole can of worms. And like you said too, we're not saying that he's doing anything wrong.
No.
We're just saying the optics, looking at it, you know what I'm saying, knowing what interviews you are in, and then now you're in the booth with the coaches. That just looks
Mhm.
like you can be able to easily transfer information. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not it's talking crazy, but we're not, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So
well, hold, let me say this too though, Debo. When you were saying about like if somebody else were to come and try to like get into being an owner or something, they don't let them. You know how the NFL is. They would I don't know how they would try to sue him. They saying there's a lot of loops and stuff to get in for Tom Brady. They're fighting to help him get in. Like there's a lot of
right.
people that want
Why?
trouble.
Why are you fighting? They fought to help him get in. Are you going to fight to help the next person get
No,
in? Or
no,
is
because
just
they're not Tom Brady and they didn't make 375 million. They don't have 7 Super Bowls. Like these dudes are just keeping trying to be cool, maybe with Tom, like, oh yeah, gentlemen.
so you saying money, revenue share, all that?
You saying what?
Saying that's what the benefit is.
The
Is the NFL is somehow getting some type of money, in the or able to receive more because he's involved
I
with
I
both
would say
as an
this.
owner and as a
The reason, like the same way, like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson are probably the only like present players that are involved in ownership in the NBA. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we have nobody's been in present ownership, I don't think, in the NFL, not that I know of, that's played. So now we got Tom Brady.
I understand, but the big issue was not him being a minority owner. The big issue was he is
Also a Fox.
uh, subject to, or he gets information that you wouldn't normally get as just a straight out owner. Like broadcasting in the booth, like you said, you get to sit there
Yeah.
and come in and ask these guys questions. They watch you practice, dude. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. No, you're right. He is doing dang. Because I'm all right. Like you said, Jordan is not, he wasn't doing no production stuff with the thing. So he's
mm-mm.
actually really interviewing people. Yeah, that is a conflict of interest.
Yeah. So I mean, every week, it's every week.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think
So,
yeah, that they're gonna have to figure something out with that. But like you said too, they did the making the rules for him of like not being able to go to certain practices. That's crazy. And I heard that they were way more strict on him last year than this year. Like it's kind of more he's being able to kind of move a little bit more. So I mean, yeah, you're right. They got to get on that. They can't let him do certain things because the conflict, bro. Like you're right. He's interviewing the players that he's going to be coaching against, basically.
yes, yes. The guys you're going to play against, you're going to get to basically
Get to
interview all of
interview
them.
him and ask him whatever you
You
want to
know,
ask him.
ask them whatever you want to ask them.
Yeah.
It's Tom Brady. They probably go say something. They probably go say something they shouldn't
Man, you're
say.
gonna
You know what
feel
I'm
chill. You're
saying?
gonna be like, I'm talking to Tom. Okay, I'm gonna answer this just as normal as I possibly can.
Right, like you said, and it's reckless because he is. Yeah. But anyway, man.